The Newsday continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate fronts. The National Telecommunications Commission admits that it is not expecting 100% registration for SIM cards. NTC Deputy Commissioner John Paulo Salvajan told One News Now earlier that they're looking at a 70% registration rate only. He also cited similar figures from SIM registration of other countries. As for tech scams, Salvajan noted a decrease in complaints following the implementation of SIM registration.
Realistically speaking, we do not look at to register the entire 168 million number of active SIMs. Please remember that these do not refer to the number of people having SIMs, right? It equates to the number of SIMs, wherein a certain individual could have a number or multiple SIMs.
Salvajan admitted that the government-issued ID requirement remains a problem in SIM registration. He noted that the law provides a provision to allow at least 16 types of ID. The NTC will also coordinate with telecommunications companies to accept printed copies of ID for SIM registration.
Well, we will coordinate that with the telcos. Hopefully, it's just a matter of baka the printed version is hindi lang maayos yung pagka-print. Yeah, so we will coordinate that with the telcos for them to accept the printed versions of these ID, as long as the ones that they are presenting are authentic printed copies.
The Supreme Court has denied the request to temporarily halt the mandatory SIM registration. But while the court rejected the bid for a temporary restraining order, or TRO, against the measure, it ordered respondents to comment within 10 days on the petition, which seeks to declare the SIM Registration Act as unconstitutional. Among the respondents are telco companies and concerned government agencies such as the National Telecommunications Commission, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, as well as the National Privacy Commission. The petition filed by the National Union of Journalists of the Philippines and other groups said the SIM Registration Act violated the public's right to free speech and privacy. The House Ways and Means Committee has approved a bill seeking to extend the estate tax amnesty period. House Bill number 7409 extends the period of availment of estate tax amnesty to June 14, 2025 from the current deadline of June 14 of this year. Committee Chairman and Albay Representative Joey Salceda said the COVID-19 pandemic had hampered many families' attempts to settle their estates. Taxpayers are given a one-time opportunity to settle tax obligations covering estates of those of decedents who died on or before December 31, 2017. Under the current law, a 6% tax rate is imposed on each decedent's total net taxable estate of the time of death without penalties. The Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System, or MWSS, calls on local governments to release ordinances that aid in conserving water supply as the El Nino phenomenon looms. MWSS says LGU should craft ordinances as early as possible so they may be implemented as soon as a dry spell comes in. The agency suggests suspending businesses that consume a lot of water. These include car wash establishments, resorts, and even golf courses.
Pag talagang mararanasan natin yung itong El Nino, yun po, maglabas po sila ng batas sa lugar nila na kung pwede po, tigil muna yung operation ng mga swimming pool natin dahil malaki po yung tubig po talaga na nakukonsumo po. Baka pwede po mag-venture out sila na ibang pamamaraan po para po makompensate din po yung kinikita ng.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos graced the live fire exercises between the U.S. and Philippine troops in San Antonio, Zambales. The president observed the firing of a rocket launcher called the High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, which can be used to hit distant targets. The combined joint littoral live fire exercises under this year's Balikatan is scheduled to run until 4 p.m. today. A drill will also feature a sinking exercise where the vessel will be treated as an adversarial vessel and targeted to be sunk. The Balikatan exercises kicked off last April 11 with over 17,000 Filipino and American troops participating in the drills. The average electricity spot market price in early April rose as power demand in Luzon surpassed the 2022 high recorded in May. The Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines said Luzon's peak demand came in at 12,221 megawatts in April. That's higher than the 12,103 megawatts recorded in May 2022. Because of this, electricity spot market price rose by over 1 peso per kilowatt hour to 7 peso and 68 centavos. Power distributors turn to the spot market when their contracted power supply is insufficient for customers' needs. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian has filed a resolution seeking for an inquiry into the power crisis in Occidental Mindoro. Gatchalian, who serves as Vice Chairman of the Senate Committee on Energy, said the hearings aim to come up with possible solutions. For one, he said the government could temporarily take over the local electric cooperative to assess the situation.
Pag nagkakaproblema ang electric co-op, government can take over. Temporarily hanggang ma-stabilize yung situation. NEA will appoint a temporary operations head. Kung management issue, no, ang gobyerno pwede pumasok doon para ayusin niya. Pero short term lang yan, no? At titignan niya kung ano yung mga pagkukulang. Pwedeng maging issue yan ng negligence, pwedeng maging issue ng mismanagement.
Meanwhile, National Electrification Administration Chief Antonio Almeda visited Occidental Mindoro on Tuesday. Almeda inspected the power plant of Power System Incorporated, or PSI, which the government plans to tap for 2 months.
So, based on our evaluation and preparation, NEA will contract PSI for a period of 2 months as a matter of subsidy from the national government.
And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.